Hey, Christy Mattoon here from Mind Rewire. I am in a park today in Denver. Let me see if I can show you some of this. It is an absolutely cute little place called Frederick Douglass Park. I am down on, I don't even really know where I am actually, off Josephine and like 27th or something like that. Doing some work today for my YouTube stuff, learning how to do it a little bit better. So that's kind of fun and cool. But today what I wanted to talk to you about is kind of on the woo-woo side. So bear with me. Some people get kind of antsy at this kind of stuff, but I just think it's good information and it dispels some of the woo-woo. We want to take some of the woo-woo out of what we think we know and stuff that we've heard and turn it into usable information and make it more effective, because when you can do that, everything gets a little bit easier. And so that's what we're doing today. So what we're going to talk about is cutting cords. Have you heard of this idea before, where you might have energetic cords stuck to you from a negative person or an event or a thing or even an entity? This is something that we actually hear about quite often in the field that I'm in. And before we get too much further into that, I want to show you what I just now walked up on. That's a beautiful little mushroom. I have no idea what kind they are, but I love mushrooms, so I thought I'd show you that. Welcome to my world. So cutting cords. So what we're talking about is the energy cords that get stuck to you, or people say get stuck to you, when something's happened in your life. And if they're negative, people say you cut those cords and you'll feel better. So that's one of the things as an energy healer that we tend to try and do a lot, is see these energy cords or find these energy cords and then cut them off for people, meaning to get rid of them. Or I've heard the word used like scrambled the energy to it. So the negative energy itself can't find you. And I think while that's all well and good, here's an easier way. I always think there's an easier way. If you stay heart-centered, if you stay in heart coherence, those things can't attach to you. They simply cannot. Here's why. In heart coherence, you are in full alignment. Your system, your physical system, all the way to the universe, is in full alignment. Negative stuff can't attach to you. And I've been talking about the will and choice and energy and all of these things, heart coherence, heart-brain coherence, brain coherence, separately, together as a unit, even all the way into the universe. If you are out of alignment, that stuff will stick to you, and then you've got cords to cut, theoretically, right? Yes, makes sense? If you are in heart coherence, you are in that 0.1 hertz, you're in that frequency that aligns your heart to your brain and then shoots your energy out into the universe. You start signaling information to the pineal gland, to the pituitary, through your heart. You can even direct it down into your gut. You can turn that system on. You can get all 3, all 4, all 6, however many of them you want to count, turned on. It's such a high velocity of energy that none of that negative stuff can stick to you. And it literally becomes part of your will. It's a choice. I will this stuff to go away. These are the greater things I think that Jesus spoke about. And when you understand how your system works and how it truly operates, this is where it gets easier and easier. So if you want to know more about cutting cords, you can contact me. And we can talk about it the old-fashioned way, where we would go in and looking for them and literally detach them from your system and then heal the area. Totally can do that. You will feel different. Totally will. And I still do that kind of stuff with some people because they are so stuck in the mindset that it has to be done. And once we get that done, then we can get their heart revved up and then they can see the whole thing different. It's all about perception. What were you told that you believe? What did you learn at some point that you got caught in, that you still believe? It's the way the system works. If your perception is such that you're stuck in old modalities of thinking, and it's not old, it's just the way you believe it, it's the way you see it in the present moment. We can turn your heart on, you can feel this high velocity of energy, you will feel, notice, understand, perceive, and see all of this stuff differently. You just do. It's literally how this vessel is supposed to work. It's how your temple is supposed to operate, and you're supposed to have control of that, not the environment around you. Yes? Yeah. So I think my event's about to start. I see more and more cars pulling up down there, so I'm going to head back down. I bless you for being here. I always am excited to talk about this stuff. That one's been mulling over in my head quite a bit. I did an exercise yesterday or a couple of days ago. I don't know if any of y'all were on it, but I actually did the Joe Dispenza Live out of Portland, Oregon, with the group. It was a fantastic group. The stream that I was on had over 8,000 people on it, I think, at one point, and really fantastic. And that's what he was doing, was his version of opening up the heart. And so really cool and interesting. Definitely different than the way I do it, but ton of fun. It's always good to go do other people's stuff. So if you haven't, subscribe, like, follow, whatever platform you're on. I always appreciate that. And thank you for being here. Go to mindrewire.com if you want more information on this. Get in touch with me. Book a little appointment. That's where we can really start to change things, is when we're working one-on-one, or get in my group. I have a group that works online together. You don't even have to go anywhere. We work online in a Zoom room as a group doing this kind of stuff. So blessing and peace. I'm going to ditch out. Have a great day today.